Costa Rican food. Are you going to enjoy it? We think it'll surprise you how quickly you'll find some of the most traditional dishes become family favorites. We asked residents from all over the country to tell us some of their favorite Costa Rican dishes in an effort to inspire you and educate you on the options. If you love Costa Rica or want to keep learning about this amazing country, click the subscribe button and be sure to look for the app In Costa Rica in your app store.
It's not really a culinary El Dorado, so to speak, Costa Rica, but I do love the Casado just because it's really nutritious. It's always fresh, and I like that. That's my favorite Costa Rican meal. It's not my favorite meal, but out of the Costa Rican meals, that would be the one.
Gallo Pinto, I would say. Yeah, Gallo Pinto. That's about it. Yeah.
It's basic. The origin's quite interesting because it's a poor man's dish apparently, where they use leftovers like rice, beans, tomatoes, avocados, onion, and then Chiron, which is fried pork on top, and then you squeeze a lemon over it. So it has a really zesty flavor. It has the grilled pork, and then it also has, it's quite a hearty meal at the same time because it's the rice and the beans at the bottom. So I like the combination of flavors, and the origin of the dish I thought was quite an interesting story as well.
Yeah, the Caribbean food in Costa Rica has a lot more flavor to it, right? With their coconut milk and their different spices out there. So my favorite dish is rice and beans with fish.
Well, I'm a little bit different in that I married a Costa Rican, so my Costa Rican culinary experiences go back to 1982. The standard food that's going to be on every Costa Rica plate every day, maybe for two meals out of the day, in addition to whatever else you're eating, will be Gayo Pinta, which is rice and beans. I happen to love Gayo Pinto. Okay, a good dish of Gayo Pinto is just fine with me. I don't have to have anything else.
Well, olla de carne, definitely. That's like meat soup. I personally don't eat meat that much, but yeah. Then the chifrijo, definitely. The tortillas, ceviche, the rice and beans, but the Caribbean one with coconut milk and stuff. Yeah.
I would say, what is it like? I hope I don't butcher it. The casada or empanadas?
There's empanadas. Is it a casado, like the typical?
Casado, yeah, the typical Costa Rican lunch. The mixture, because that's what I believe it stands for. A mixture. You get a protein, a green, like the green, and then you get the rice, the beans. Yeah, chicken, rice, or pork, or chicken, fish, or pork. So, and then also, the empanadas. There's a lady down the street she closed now, but she made the most amazing empanadas. They're just loaded, filled.
I could live on Casado every day. I love the traditional Casado dishes, the rice, beans, and your choice of fish, steak, or chicken or pork. I actually don't know. I always choose fish. I love the Casados. Other than that, I think I need to explore a little bit more into the empanadas. I'm more of a vegetarian, so meat is heavily eaten here, so I haven't experimented too much with all of the local food. I really like salsa Lozano, actually.
Costa Rican people are very proud of their Gayo Pinto. But when I came here for the first time, I stayed for 6 weeks in one host family, and I almost ate Gayo Pinto every day. So now I'm kind of tired of eating Gayo Pinto. So I would say ceviche, but I'm not sure if that's typical Costa Rican.
Vigorones.
What is that?
That is, I don't know how to explain that. Boiled yuca. What we call chimichurri, which is not the same as the Argentinian chimichurri. It's just a mix of lemon juice with tomato and onions and cilantro. And also, we kind of fry the pork bellies. We do small pieces of that, and then we fry it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of the Caribbean side of the country. So the Caribbean chicken with the coconut and thyme, I mean, that's one of my favorites.
A lot of things. I would say the Caribbean side they cook rice and beans throughout the country, but on the Caribbean side, they cook rice and beans with coconut milk, and it's just so delicious. So a good rice and beans cooked in coconut milk with some sweet plantains is to die for. It's probably one of my favorite things.
My favorite is, I would say, so I went to the Caribbean side. Well, obviously I'm from the Caribbean too as well. So it's their famous rice and beans, but Caribbean style because of like all the sauces that they use. So I would say that, not a casado, right? But it's the Caribbean rice and beans. That's what I would say is my favorite dish here in Costa Rica.
I really like the fried plantains. So it's the basically like a very simple fried plantain with a little bit of cinnamon. Sometimes they put some cheese on it. They cook it down with some sugar. Delicious. I also really enjoy the whole fried fish. When you go out to the beaches, you ask for the whole fried fish and it comes out and it's beautiful.
Gallina achotada. Gallina achotada. So what it is it's a dried caldo, so a dried soup. So what they do is they cook the chicken and dry it out the caldo, so it's got like this base on top of it, like almost like a sauce. And it's the chicken, I call it the street chicken, but what it is it's a truck that goes by and it has all these chickens in it, and it's like un pollo, un meal. So you have like one chicken for $1 or for $2 or whatever the colonia is at that point. So what it is it's delicious and it's my favorite thing to eat. I make his mom cook it all the time.
I really like huevos rancheros breakfast, eggs with like hot tomato sauce, or casado, but fish casado, so pescado.
I do have a favorite. I am actually quite a big fan of the Gayo Pinto and huevos, so the rice and beans with eggs in the morning and sour cream. It's surprisingly good. You wouldn't think eating rice for breakfast would necessarily be good, but I really like it. And especially where we are, I'm in an Afro-Caribbean area. There's some very good jerk chicken here as well.
I like to keep it simple. I like, beans, rice, and vegetables. Just a comida typical is one of my favorites. Any food from a soda, any type of really Costa Rican food, I really enjoy.
Check out the full playlist as we ask residents some of the most common questions about Costa Rica. In the top right corner, there's a live poll to share your opinion with everyone. Don't forget to subscribe and try the In Costa Rica app.